Good morning, class. My name is Miss Angie, and today we are gonna study about atoms, especially atomic theory. Let's go. Now, when we talk about atoms, the first question is what is an atom? Do you ever think about what is the smallest part in the world that the smallest part it cannot be divided again, and it is too small until we cannot see with the naked eye. So the tiny particle called atoms. So the definition of atoms is atom is the smallest unit of ordinary matter that form a chemical element. And then in the chemistry, atoms are the fundamental building block to build up the molecule a matter. So a matter consists of atoms and the other atoms. Let's see the molecule on your PowerPoint. This is about the molecule consists of red atom, black atom, blue atom, white atom, and something like that. And for example, a water or the hydrogen oxide is consists of the hydrogen atom and also oxygen atom. And then to make us easy, the scientist has discovered 118 kinds of atoms which we call elements. And you can find the element in the chart called periodic table of the elements. And we are going to study about periodic table in the next chapter. And then we are going to study about developing of the atomic theory timeline. Let's see on your PowerPoint. This is about atomic theory timeline. It's about Democritus, Dalton, Thomson, Rutherford, Bohr, and Schrödinger. And today we are gonna study about Democritus and John Dalton atomic theory. Let's go to the first is about Democritus atomic theory. The Democritus atomic theory is come from 2014 years ago. And the Democritus is the first person that clearly proposing the idea of atoms. Democritus is come from Greek, so atom is a Greek word, or we say atomos. A mean not, and tomos mean cut. So atomos means uncatable. And then let's see about the postulate from Democritus' atomic theory. First, John Dalton said that all matter is made up of tiny particles, so it is too small particles. Second is about particle atomos, meaning indivisible. What does it mean? Indivisible means unable to divide it, so we cannot divide it an atom to be smaller. But uh, in this point, the atomic theory from Democritus is lacking of improvement, and for the reason the theory is not fully agreed by a scientist, so the theory from Democritus did not sit well. And then let's go or continue to the next atomic theory timeline is about John Dalton atomic theory. Let's go. The second the second atomic theory is come from John Dalton. John Dalton proposed the theory about composition of matter, atoms, and its combination resulting in a compound. And then you can look at the postulate from John Dalton atomic theory on your PowerPoint. And we are gonna study one by one postulate. Okay, you can read on your PowerPoint. And we are gonna study one by one. Well, let's go for the The first postulate is about all matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. What does it mean? Well, it means that when we go on dividing a matter into smaller and smaller, what will we get at the end is an atoms. Let's see in the example. In element A, when we go on dividing element A into smaller and smaller, at the end we will get an atom A. And also in element B, when we go on dividing element B into smaller and smaller, at the end we will get atom B. It's about first postulate. And then let's go. The second postulate is the atoms in an element are identical in mass and chemical properties. What does it mean? It means that atoms that make up one element are just the same and the atom has identical in mass and chemical properties. Let's see. And the element A consists of the atom A and atom A. So atom A has identical mass and chemical properties, and also in element B, atom B and atom B have the identical in mass and chemical properties. It's about second postulate. Next, atoms are indivisible particles, cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. What does it mean? It means that when we go on when we have a chemical reaction, in this point, atoms just combining to become a compound. But in this point, no new atom is created or destroyed. Let's see. Element A and element B is combining become a compound C, but no new atom created or destroyed in this chemical reaction. And then next is about in compounds, each atoms of an element always join to a fixed number of atoms of other element. What does it mean? It means that when we have a chemical reaction, each atom always join to a fixed number, 1, 2, 3, 4, or something like that, and we will not find half, 3/4, or something like that. Let's see, in the reaction of hydrogen and oxygen to be a water, each atom join to a fixed number, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, 2 the hydrogen oxide. So this is about the fixed number of the atoms. Next is about during chemical reaction, atoms rearrange to make new substances. Let's see in the reaction of hydrogen and oxygen to be a water. In this reaction, atoms just combining to rearrange to make new substances or to make new compound, but no new atom is destroyed or created. They just combining. Well, it's about the postulate from John Dalton atomic theory. And then let's go about the physical property that John Dalton proposing. Well, in the atomic model from John Dalton, all the atoms in the element are identical. So in one element has one type of atom that we call properties. This is about the physical properties of the atom. It's about color, melting point, boiling point, density, ductility, malleability, conduction of heat, conduction of electricity. Let's see the example. Example is about what are the physical properties of copper. Fast solid, this is about the melting point, 1084 degrees Celsius. This is a boiling point, density, head of fusion, evaporation, molar head capacity, thermal expansion, thermal conductivity, crystal structure. You can read on your PowerPoint. It's about the physical properties of copper. Well, next is about the physical chain. During a physical chain, there is no change in mass and no new substances are formed. Like a physical chain only involve one substances. There is no change in mass and no new substances are formed. And the physical chain are often easy to reverse. For example, the physical chain of water into ice. When we when we cool the water will become an ice, and when we go on to heat the ice, we will get a water. So the physical chain are often easy to reverse, like water become ice, ice become water. Next, about symbol. To show different atoms, Dalton introduced a symbols. Let's see. A symbol consists of one or two letters. First letter is capital, for example, carbon C and chlorine Cl. And then the symbol from John Dalton have been agreed by International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, or we call UPAC. You can read the element from the John Dalton atomic theory and on your PowerPoint. Next is about chemical properties. Chemical properties is about reaction of element, and then the mass of the product of a reaction will be the same as the mass of the reactants. Let's see. The mass of the product and reactant is same. The hydrogen is 4, and oxygen before reactant is 2, and after reactant is 2. So the mass of the reactant and the product is same. Now, chemical formula. Chemical formula is the ratio of elements in a compound. Let's see. The ratio of the water of the hydrogen oxide is H2O, carbon dioxide, CO2, and nitrogen, N2. And it's about the atomic theory from John Dalton. Let's see. The last is about the question. First, write the chemical formula for carbon monoxide. Well, anyone knows about carbon monoxide? Carbon. Carbon is C, and monoxide, oxide O, mono 1. So carbon monoxide is CO. And then next is about ammonia. Ammonia and H3. Okay. Next is about how many atoms in total are in a molecule of water. Water is the hydrogen oxide. So 2 atom hydrogen and then 1 atom oxygen. So become 3 atom. Number 3, the ratio of oxygen to carbon dioxide is 2:1. What is the ratio of this element in carbon monoxide? So carbon monoxide, CO. So 1.1. Well, it's about the atomic theory from Democritus and John Dalton atomic theory, and we are gonna study about next atomic theory in the next chapter, and see you later. Bye.